Like, how am I expected to pick a favorite? Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be talking about and testing all of the new evocative blushes from Singe Beauty. So these were sent to me in PR, and I am very thankful to my friend Aniela Ganikvis. Congratulations on this launch. Everything that you're going to see here launches on Friday, August 23rd. I'm going to talk about the blushes, and we are going to do a try-on test. I have not tried these blushes on my face yet. So what I'm planning on doing, there are 4 different blushes. I'm going to try one color, and we're going to see how it looks. And then I'm going to take that off and I'm going to do another like one color so we can see how everything looks. But we are also going to talk about the makeup bags that are being released with this collection. And I want to show you exactly how much these can hold, exactly how sturdy they feel. And even though Angie is somebody who I do consider to be a dear friend, I'm going to be completely honest with my review on these. I have done swatches. I have not yet tried these on my face. So I'm very curious about these. We're going to get into all that. First, let's talk about the makeup bags that are being released real quick. So this is how it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you very flat, but this is the small makeup bag, which retails for $18. These are almost sort of like a terry cloth on the outside, but like way softer than terry cloth. It's just, I don't know, it's delightful to touch. We do have a Singe Beauty placard on the front. There is a handle so you can hold it. But what's cool about these is that they lay completely flat. The flat bottom can sit on your counter wherever you're traveling to. And the bags inside are both very similar. So there's a zipper pouch here. And I have to admit that originally, when I saw this, I was kind of confused why there's like space under the pouch. It's not like the pouch is glued here so that you can, have dividers, but Angie pointed out in her video that it's so you can take a palette with you and have it lay flat under this. So it's almost adding extra space to have that, which I love. There are pockets on each side. And like I said, this zipper pouch in the center, one thing that is very cool about it. So the whole inside is very like wipeable, but the pouch specifically has like a vinyl lining. There you can see the reflection there. So that's real easy to wipe down. That's probably where I would keep things like a lip gloss or a pencil or something like that. But that is the small bag retailing for $18. I want to show you the big bag though. The big bag is the one I was most excited about, okay? Angie has been talking about this bag for, I don't even know how long, okay? She's been talking about it for so long, and she has put so much thought into these bags because she wanted a bag that she was going to use, right? And when she started talking about it to me, I was like, that sounds like my ideal makeup bag. I want to show you the big one that I filled so you can see exactly how much can go in this, okay? So this is the big bag. Now, when I call this the big bag, I just mean obviously it's bigger than this. This is not the biggest makeup bag I've ever seen, okay? But we do have the same terry cloth outside. We have the same placard. We have the same handle. Let me show you all that fits in this. So it unzips. I packed this to the gills. So let's see what we find. I grabbed a very large handful of just face brushes just because they're the biggest brushes I own. I told you the bottom can fit palettes. So in there I put one of the bigger palettes I have. I put the Crow palette and I put 2 additional palettes. I put 3 palettes in the bottom of that, okay? I also decided to put 3 blushes in the pockets on the side. I put a highlighter. I filled this center with, I literally just went in and grabbed this many eyeliners and mascaras and things like that. All of that is makeup to last you for weeks. So this is how it sits. It is very large. It sits flat. Again, we have that vinyl on the inside. Everything's just this, but larger. And this is only $25. If you're going to get one, I suggest the bigger one. I don't know. I think that this is going to be my new travel bag. All right, putting the bags aside, we are going to get into the blushes because I think that is the most exciting part of this launch. Singe did come out with 4 new blushes. These are called the evocative blushes, the evocative silk blushes, excuse me. And there are 4 different shades. I'm going to show you up close shots here, and we are going to try them on the face. Now, what I'm worried about with these look very, very, very matte in the pan. but when I did swatches, they did not feel matte at all. I'm going to show you swatches right here on screen of all 4 shades before we even get into each individual color. You can see there is a glow to them, but these are absolutely not glittery. These are not even shimmery blushes. They are just glowy blushes. But talking real quick about the packaging, we do have a thin outer cardboard packaging, and I love the packaging of the actual blushes. These are very thin. These are very lightweight. There's a lot of products in here. We have 7.5 grams in each product. You're not going to go through these, but let's go ahead and start with Riveting Rhubarb. Riveting Rhubarb is this beautiful warm pink that borders a little bit on peach, but not quite, and it just looks like a very Linda color. Now, Angie has suggested applying these either with the Singe F06, this is an angled fluffy brush, or the F05 also is a bit more dense. I'm going to try the F06, and if I don't like the way that applies, I'm going to go to my other favorite blush brush, which is the Sigma Soft Angled Cheek. But let's go ahead and try this. So again, I do have Fallout. That's what I have. Where did that come from? Well, if you see glitter here, that is not the blush. That is my eyeshadow. Anyway, I do have a skin tint on. I did not powder today because I didn't feel like I needed it, but I do still have kind of a glow from the skin tint. But let's go ahead. I'm going to first dot into this. Actually, I'm going to swipe. It looks like there's a good amount on the brush. I will tap it off and let's see how this color looks. Oh, okay. These are more intense than I was expecting. So I would suggest not doing what I just did. Go in with a little bit and you can build it up. Okay, we were able to blend it out, but I will say this is more intense than I would probably go for, and that's my fault because like I didn't think I saw it on my brush, so I was like rubbing in there. A little bit goes a long way, but I think you're able to tell there is a definite glow to these. So what's so weird is that in the pan, these look completely matte. They look completely matte, but they are not on the face. This is lovely. Again, I put a little too much. I put a little too much for my taste, but I think you can see the color. I think it looks really, really pretty. I think that this would probably be the color I'm going to use most often. There's another one that I'm very curious about, but I think that's pretty. The glow is really, really nice on these. This went on very easily. By the way, I do have normal to dry skin, but the glow on these is nice because it doesn't quite look like highlighter, but there's no shimmer or glitter to it, which I do appreciate. But yeah, so this is Riveting Rhubarb. Now, I think I actually do like this brush to apply these blushes with. The next one I'm going to go in with is the one I'm a little worried about on my skin tone, if I'm being honest, but it is the most Angie blush I've ever seen in my life. It is called Persistent Persimmon. This is a very lovely orange blush. Like there's no getting around it. This is just straight orange blush. I'm a little worried because my skin does have yellow undertones that we are going to see very yellow undertones. I'm worried this might just not be right for my skin tone. On Angie, it's freaking gorgeous. You can watch her video, which I will link down below, but I'm going to be gentle this time. I'm going to tap. We can always build up, but let's go ahead and see how this looks. Did you guys see how lightly I tapped in there? I could stop there, but I'm going to try to build it up a little bit. I'm tapping like holding the bottom of the brush and then tapping the excess. Is it just me or does the orange blush not look terrible on me? I do really enjoy how these are buildable. That's the thing. So with this side, I went in hard on that first dab. These are very, very buildable and nice, which is lovely. And again, there is this glow to it that is not like, I would probably still wear highlighter with this comfortably, but you don't need to. It just looks like almost like a natural skin glow. You can see it's glowing right where the sun would literally hit your face. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm surprised at that one because I've tried orange blushes in the past and they do not look good on me. I feel like they make me look kind of sickly. I think that's really, really pretty. I think that's lovely. I do like this one more. I do like this one more because I'm a pink cheek kind of girl, but I am very excited about these next two because they are out of the box for me, but I'm curious to try them. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take off anything, below the eyes, and I'm going to reapply my face makeup, and I'll be right back to test the other two. And we are back to try the other two. Also, in case you're wondering what foundation I'm wearing. It's not a foundation. It's the Sigma Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. The color I have is 3. I've been loving this. Like, again, it gives that kind of natural glow to the skin and just evens everything out. This might be my new favorite skin tint, but moving on, let's try the two that are a little more intense. And I'm a little more afraid of them. So first we have Timid Tomato. So Timid Tomato, I would call kind of a muted red. This is not a straight up red blush, which again, I know Angie loves. So honestly, I appreciate that she put her heart into this and did a makeup collection that she knows like would be fantastic. But this is one that I'm most curious about probably. Well, I don't know. I said that about the persimmon too, didn't I? The orange blush. But this one looks so beautiful and swatched so pretty. I think this is going to be really nice building up. So I did clean off the brush. I'm going to start quite small because I can already see it on the brush. I'm going to tap this off. And again, let's start on this side. I'm going to move my mirror. What's interesting to me kind of about this whole experiment is that if you've watched my channel at all, you know I'm usually a cream blush girly, but the only times I really love a powder blush, like really, really love it, is if it has a glow to it. And these definitely do. This is gorgeous. This looks like I've been in the sun a little too long, but safely. Like, look how glowy that is. Look at the glow that gives. Like, this is a color I would want to take and put kind of all over my face, probably on like my nose a little bit, and just like anywhere where the sun would hit. I feel like that is stunning. Is this my favorite one? I don't know. I love that color so much. This is Tasty Tomato, Timid Tomato, Timid Tomato. Oh, I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. Like the glow. Look at that little glow. Look at her. Okay, it's going to be tough to pick a favorite between so far. I'll have a ranking. Let me do a ranking at the end. But cleaned off the brush, we're going to do this last shade. This last shade is definitely the deepest, and it is called Risky Raisin. So this is a brown purple red blush. This is a very deep tone that I think I can make work on my skin as long as I'm very light-handed, but it is really, really beautiful, and it looks silky in the pan. I feel like some of the others looked straight up matte. This one looks silky, so I wonder if this one's going to have more of a glow than the others, but I am going to be starting, let me make sure my brush is fully cleaned off. I am going to be starting very, very small with this one and building up hopefully, but I'm tap, 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 3 little taps. And I'm going to tap it off. Could you see it on my brush there? And I'm going to, again, we can build it up, but this is a deeper color. Oh yeah, this one will build up just fine. Just go in lightly if you are the same skin tone as me or lighter. That is from 1 tap into the pan. I'm going to, and you have to make that noise when you're doing it, by the way. But just kind of go in light. I'm holding the brush, as you can see, all the way at the end. Yeah, this is pretty. So this definitely has more brown in it than the Timid Tomato, which is definitely more red. But this color is so lovely. Like, I feel like this color is, you know, my end of summer color, if that makes sense. This is the color like when my tan has just started wearing off a little bit. That is really, really pretty. That's very, very pretty. I like all 4. I like all 4. You can see, again, the glow that's coming through. And these don't feel like they're going to wipe off at all. They don't feel like they're going to last for 10 minutes. Like, these are powder blushes. That is very, very, very pretty too. Ooh, how do I decide which is my favorite out of these? Okay, so, favorite. You guys, I think it might be Timid Tomato. I think Timid Tomato might be my favorite blush out of the series, which I'm shocked at because I really, really also love the Riveting Rhubarb, which is the pink, the straight up like Dolly pink. But I feel like this is my natural, like I've had a little bit of sun color. I love that. I love all 4. I would say the only one that is not personally, like, okay, this one is beautiful, but out of the 4, it's not my favorite on me, on my skin tone. The other 3 I will wear obsessively, and I'll probably mix this orange in with some other shades, but like, wait a minute, both of these, do I like one better than the other? I think I'm going with Timid Tomato. Timid Tomato it is. So my first impressions are that I really, really, really enjoy playing with these, and I'm going to be using these a lot. It's only 4 shades to start, but notice I said to start because Angie has hinted online that she is going to have a lot of color cosmetics, a lot of color cosmetics. So I'm really curious to see what they continue to come out with and just how much they continue to grow, because I think that what I like about Singe so far is that they're taking their time with launches. You know, I'm somebody who does not really love it when a brand is like launch, 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 launch. It's not my thing. I like it when a brand really puts thought into each launch of what they're going to do, and then they do it right. These blushes are done right, in my opinion. Like, the glow. I keep looking at the glow and how it picks up the light. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it. These are $18, but you can get all 4 for $65 and save yourself a little bit of money. These come out on Friday, August 23rd. And again, this was all sent to me, so I'm so thankful. If I were to, okay, let's say, if I were to recommend a few products to you, I'm going to say take a chance on Timid Tomato. Take a chance on Timid Tomato, and if you're going to get one of the bags, get the big bag. Get the big bag. You will be so happy you did. It is only $7 more than the small bag and fits like 3 times the amount of stuff. I still love the small bag. That will be my overnight makeup bag. But for like, I have a couple of week-long trips coming up. I'm taking that big boy. I'm taking the big boy with me. The big boy's coming. He's coming along. Oh, and also I feel like I'd be remiss without saying that they did also send me the puff and the beauty sponge. The beauty sponge feels really nice. It's like velvety, but it's not the kind of velvet that makes me puke. If you know me, you know velvet is like a texture that makes me want to crawl inside of my own body and tear it out from the outside in. And the sponge is exactly what I want in a sponge. It is very, very, very soft, blows up really big, but it is, like I said, it's soft. I hate sponges that have any scratchiness to them. This one doesn't. So thank you so much to Singe for sending this over to me. Congrats, Angie, on your launch. Let me know what you're planning on picking up from this collection, if anything. I hope I was able to show you on my skin tone what these look like. Damn, this color's good too. I keep having this thing where I look in the mirror and I'm like, this is my favorite. And then I go, oh, but wait, what about this one? If you liked this video or if you simply got value out of it, please give it a thumbs up. That helps out my channel so much. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. As always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart. I will see you in the next video. Bye.